Check, check. Check, check, check. We're live here. Pardon me. I'm just getting the live set up here. Hold on a second. All right. Good morning, DFS. All right, 9:30. We got 90 minutes to lock just underneath that, and I'm just going to put this out here real quick. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I just want to get out my thoughts before we kick off here for this week. Throw out some names, throw out some numbers that I like, and hopefully we can piece it together. Let's see. Only real news to come in the last few minutes that's any of significance is that James Robinson is not going to even bother going to play today, which is good. So we know it's Carlos Hyde today, 4,900. So there's a nice pay down option for you at running back. Haven't really got anything other news that was too tasty as of yet. So as of now, we're pretty much going with the same thought process that we've had for a better part of the week, or last few days anyway. So how am I going about it this week? We're going to be playing a lot of Tyrod Taylor up top. Tyrod Taylor, $5,000 against the Dolphins. How can you? It's good. It's good value. He can get there. He can smash that, and we like that. We're going to play a lot of him. According to Osimo, they like Lamar Jackson to pop this week as a boom possibility. I like that. That's a good idea. I like Marquise Brown a lot this week, so we'll be playing not a lot, but we'll have exposure to Lamar Jackson and Marquise Brown for today. That's the only Baltimore action that I really like there. Joe Burrow, we like Joe Burrow as a sneaky play today. Joe Burrow kind of priced in no man's land, divisional game. There's things not to like about it, but we like going to Jamar Chase today. Jamar Chase, I like all the Bengals receivers today. So Joe Burrow is a sneaky play. I haven't heard many people talk about him. He wasn't really mentioned too highly. They kind of blew through him today on a deeper dive. So I don't know, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. We're going to be using that We're going to be using that a little bit too. Tight end is pretty much going to be Tyler Conklin across the board at $3,000. I don't think anybody's going to play him, and I think he's just as good as any other tight end today. Somebody's going to smash. Somebody's going to have the big game. Who knows if it's going to be up top? But every time we pay up for tight end, we get burned. So if we're going to get burned, we might as well pay down. So Tyler Conklin, 3,000. There has other tight end options have opened up a little bit, which is going to take any ownership that was on him. I thought he might actually be pretty popular today, but it looks like a lot of people are going to go to Albert O because of Noah Fant being COVID-19, and hopefully I don't get freaking, I don't know, shadow banned or something for saying that. But no one's watching anyway, so don't hurt me, Susan. So Tyler Conklin, what's his name for the Cowboys tight end? He's out. Blake Jarwin, he got IR'd. So Dalton Schultz becomes a more concentrated play. Definitely can go there. But like I said, we're not really paying up. A lot of people will play Gesicki today, as they should. He's a good play. But just not going to go there. We're just not paying up today. So that's why I'm going to have a lot of Tyler Conklin, almost all Tyler Conklin. We will also have almost all Carolina defense, 2,600. I'm fine with that. Range of outcome should be just fine. The price is not prohibitive, and it is pretty safe that we can get something back on 2,600. We're using that defense. I think they're sneaky good today. Stephon Gilmore getting added to their mix. That's going to make them a lot tougher defense going forward. If they can get Christian McCaffrey back, it's going to help stabilize the offense, you would think. I haven't decided whether or not I'm playing McCaffrey or not really today. I probably should. Not too sure. So that's just a tough call right there. So some other running backs that we like today. I'm going to be running. Alvin Kamara is almost like too obvious. Does Atlanta shoot out with them? Does Atlanta try to win that game? Do they have an opportunity to win the game? These NFC South games, when they mix up, they can be interesting. They can start getting them become a monster of their own. Yeah, so Kamara, he's priced right, and you like the spot, but apparently Zeke's the most popular guy this week, and as he should be, big home favorite against the Donkeys. I thought maybe we'd be slick liking Zeke this week, but a lot of people like Zeke this week, so we'll have him, and we'll see how he does. At this point, I'm not excited about him having a great game, so hopefully we'll see what he does. A couple guys that I am gotten more interested in this as the morning's gone on is Devontae Booker from the Giants, 5,900. I think Booker's in a really good spot to get a lot of work today. I think the Giants can keep that game close, if not win. Just saying. And Devontae Booker will have a lot to say about that because he's just going to have to do a lot of work for them. So, like Devontae Booker, he catches passes. So good play for 5,900. Right underneath him, Myles Gaskins. I got interested in him. He's he's going to get a certain amount of touches. If he starts working in the passing game a lot and he can score, he will definitely pay off 5,800. He is kind of touchdown dependent, though. I feel like he needs to kind of get that touchdown to pay off. So Myles Gaskin, though, home favorite against Houston, you can definitely go there. James Robinson is out, so Carlos Hyde is now definitely viable, 4,900, especially if you're on the early slate. But 4,900, if you need to do that, you can do that. So that's fine. Carlos Hyde, he's gonna be busy today, and he does do work in the passing game. If Jacksonville can, find some way to keep that close, we'll see. Other running backs, Nick Chubb kind of stood out this morning. So we'll get a little bit of Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb might even be in our main lineup for the early slate. They're going to need Nick Chubb today. I think Nick Chubb can get busy. Maybe rip off one. A once pesky Cincinnati defense is now looking less pesky, and I think running backs are starting to wear them out a little bit. So I'm liking more and more of Nick Chubb this morning. So keep an eye out for him. McCaffrey, you should get a little bit of McCaffrey. Not too many people will play him, and there's still a good chance that he just is Christian McCaffrey. He might not be on the field as much, but if he's going to be on the field, they're probably going to use him. So I don't. Yeah, I know they need him back. They probably should have brought him back earlier, but he's back now. So take some dice rolls on Christian McCaffrey. I think he's a better play than most people think today. He'll be really low owned. He'll be 5% owned or something like that. So that's a nice spot to go to try to get a player like Christian McCaffrey, especially if you're trying to get off of Alvin Kamara. Dalvin Cook, I don't think anybody's going to play him today, and I think he's fine, but his lack of the passing work and, Minnesota's dysfunction in general is a little disturbing. I'm already using a lot of Tyler Conklin today, so kind of mixing that up with two, so kind of gets me off Cook, but it wouldn't be surprised me if Cook had a productive day today. That game has potential. Both teams need it. So Baltimore plays well at home usually. Anyway, moving on. Any other running backs that are standing out in the afternoon slate? It's ugly. It's 4 games. One game is the Cardinals Niners, and everybody's hurt in that game. And oh God, it's just that game I don't like at all. So other than Christian Kirk, I am going to shout out Christian Kirk right now. If you need a receiver at $5,000, Christian Kirk is perfect. So I will shout out Christian Kirk right now for all y'all. D Williams for Kansas City. I think he's in a really great spot. He's underpriced at 5,900 at home. Home favorites against Green Bay. Green in the flip side, I do like Aaron Jones in that game. But Green Bay has been the drama queen this week, and so what else is new? So who knows? Who knows with the Packers? It could be an AJ Dillon game for all we know, and how good's Love going to play? I think he'll be fine. Kansas City isn't too tough, so yeah. Pardon me. Didn't want to blast that in your ear. Yeah, no, Aaron Jones probably a good play, but I don't think I'm not going there today. D Williams I like as the home favorite. Then we go over to the Philly Chargers game. That should be the tastiest one of the 3 this afternoon. Eckler definitely in play. Boston Scott I think is in play, but you do have to be wary. Philly's got 3-headed monster now at running back, 4 heads if you include Jalen Hurst. But I do see Boston Scott as a really safe play. I think they priced him up almost to the right price. So I think you can still get value there. He's been a very reliable player for them over the years, and probably going to need him today. And the Chargers have no intentions of stopping the run. They have not shown any intentions of stopping the run. Damian Harris once again last week ate him up, and there's just no sign of that stopping. So you got to run some sort of Philly running back today. I don't know which one it is. Boston Scott's going to be my guess today. So that's how I'm leaning towards there. So not playing Boston Scott this week, playing him this week. We'll see how that goes. I think we all know how that goes. Anyway, so yeah, Eckler. All of a sudden, the Chargers' pass offense isn't as exciting as it was a few weeks ago. Mike Williams is either 2 touchdowns or 2 catches, 35 or 5, and it's just, what are you going to do with Mike Williams? Keenan Allen finally scored last week. We knew he was due, but that was just becoming a Doy statement at that point. What he is going forward, what that team is going forward, we'll just have to see. But it's probably the best looking game for the afternoon. Phillies Chargers. I might even have to settle in and try to watch that. Maybe Kiki Kakai is off today, and we can watch that game together or something. So we'll see. Nothing else really from that game really standing out to me. I like the running backs, both sides. For sure. Niners, Cardinals, a lot of people are going to be hurt. People are on the C19 list. Obviously Rondale Moore becomes more viable at 4,200 if you're looking for pay down. Strange thing about my lineup build this week is that we did not have to go skinny dipping for wide receivers. That's for sure. A lot of times my builds were finishing up with my cheapest wide receiver, somewhere in the high 4s as far as salary. So I guess I'm finding, there's just a lot of guys. There's just a lot of, I think DK mispriced a lot of people this week. And I think that's where the advantage is. Obviously, but I just really think across the board, I think there's going to be a nice even spread of ownership on a lot of players today. So to say that one particular player stands out more than the other is just not really the case this week. I almost didn't even really make a video because I almost didn't know what to say other than that. But I wanted to get out here. I figured I'd even throw it out live. Maybe somebody's in the stream watching. If there was, that'd be cool. If you are, give me a like, give me a thumbs up. I'm trying out here. The information's been pretty good. We've been getting burned on the high price, sexy talent lately. So, you'd think that that's going to turn around one of these days. And if we can just keep finding the underpriced talent, which keeps paying off, we're going to put it together here. So, but I just wanted to throw out some of these names that I'm definitely playing this week. Definitely, I'm just going all in on Conklin. I'm going all in on Panthers defense, and I think that gives me a lot of versatility, especially using Tyrod Taylor at $5,000. It just gets you everything else that you want. Just hopefully what I want's the right play this week. Uh, playing Zeke this week's probably a good idea, but it just seems like he's just going to be so popular. I mean, in cash games, he's a smash. You have to play him in cash for sure. But yeah. So we'll see. I don't know if I got any more lineups. I mean, I got plenty already. I've got exposure to what I want to have exposure to. I think until I look later and find out that I didn't get exposure to somebody. Whether it's Emmanuel Sanders or I like Emmanuel Sanders this week. Diggs is fine. Obviously, he's a good football player, so you always got to like him. But I like Sanders this week. I'll shout out Emmanuel Sanders real quick as somebody that'll probably have a pretty decent game. He's priced just right, and there you go. We will have a lot of Jarvis Landry as well. Peoples Jones is obviously a dart throw with some upside for the Cleveland Browns, but who they're going to throw the ball to, you're probably going to see a lot of mixture of Hooper and Njoku mixing it up. But Jarvis Landry will be the fucking stud for them. High target game. He might have like a 15 target kind of game if that game starts. If they start going at it. So I like Jarvis Landry, $5,000, good spot to get off of Hunter Renfrow. He'll be popular, 4,800. He was already underpriced, and he's going to get his 8-9 targets. If he scores, then he smashes. But he's not really that kind of player. He doesn't really have 100-yard upside most games. So I think Jarvis Landry is a really great pivot off that. I'm going back to the well on Jerry Jeudy a little bit this week. I'm still looking at in that spot. He's 300 mix, but no Noah Fant, Albert O. Filling in there. They already have. And Denver also has this other dude. I forget his name exactly. It's like Showbowl or something like that. He's the tight end 3 for the Broncos. I wouldn't surprise if his name pops today. I'm not playing him or anything like that, but I would not be surprised if the tight end 2 for the Denver Broncos somehow gets in the mix a little bit today. So just remember I said that, but I will be playing Jerry Jeudy. He is their most dynamic player on the offensive side of the ball right now. I think he might have a chance to show out. Teddy Bridgewater needs to extend plays today for the Broncos. Dallas's pass rush is sick. They get upfield really fast. They come right after the quarterback. I do not think they're going to be scared of Melvin Gordon and Devontae Williams. And they are just going to come after Teddy Bridgewater. Now the thing is, with a pass rush like that, if you can extend the play, make the initial rush miss, step up, extend the play, you're going to find guys open. And Jerry Jeudy's going to be open today. Whether or not Bridgewater can get enough time to get him the ball, we'll see. But Bridgewater is a pretty slippery player. So I kind of like Teddy Bridgewater today. I did get a little action on that, and that's probably one of the last names I'm going to throw out of here before I cap this off at about 20 minutes. I'm going to double check everything real quick, and it's going to be it's going to be almost 80 degrees here in Denver, and I'm not watching football. I'm not going to watch an early Broncos Cowboys game. I have no interest to that's the only game I'll have for the early. So whatever, I'm not watching that garbage. So I'm going to go take my dog for a hike or something. And go have some fun. Go get some fresh air and some exercise and some sunshine. What is it, November 7th, and it's going to be almost 80 degrees here in Denver. Too bad the sun, we fell back on the clock, so it's going to be dark about 4:30. So instead of burning daylight watching the fucking donkeys, I'm gonna go do something else. But hopefully come back and see a bunch of fucking green and a bunch of big scores. That'd be cool. But I'm not really going to watch this week, or at least early, because the only game I'll have is that Broncos game, and I don't want to watch. So, like I said, I do have interest in checking out Chargers Eagles. That's on, and Kyle's around. I'm probably going to hang out with him, maybe watch that. I think that'd be a good time. And that's about that. So I don't think I have anything else for you. I don't really want to drag this out too much. Probably nobody watching, so I'm just gonna throw this up and call it a day. You folks, good luck. Hope you make the right picks. Hope your numbers come in. Later.